buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink. Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our stamps? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. You better start lying. That lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, ma'am, what's your job title? I say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work.
What is up, YouTube? My name is Happiness and welcome to my channel. So, Arkansas is indeed moving forward with a proposal approved by the U.S. Department of Agriculture, USDA, to stop SNAP benefits, formerly known as food stamps, from being used on sugary drinks, candy, and other unhealthy beverages. So, starting July 1st, 2026, eligible SNAP purchases in Arkansas will no longer include soda, including diet versions, fruits, drink with under 50% juice, artificial sweetened beverages, and candy. This ban applies even to items like Kit Kat.
What? What?
And other convention, including the waiver allows benefits to cover hot rotisserie chickens, which is typically excluded.
This is a new move tonight to ban soda and junk foods from food stamp programs. The push is backed by Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Fox Business correspondent Kelly Siberi explains tonight from Chicago.
Arkansas, Idaho, and Indiana are the latest states looking to remove certain junk foods from the approved list of SNAP items. The USDA says 12 states are pursuing waivers to make changes as well. Proponents, including HHS Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr., say this will make SNAP recipients healthier. Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program, or SNAP, previously known as food stamps, served over 41 million people and cost $100 billion in 2024. The Arkansas waiver will exclude all sodas as well as any fruit or vegetable drinks with less than 50% real juice and candies. The Agriculture Secretary addressed the changes in Arkansas earlier this week.
When 3 or 4 out of 5 kids are pre-diabetic in America, that is not okay, and the disservice to the future of our country, not just to the taxpayers and not just to those families, but to the strength of America.
The Food Research and Action Center SNAP Deputy Director says the bigger issue is lowering grocery inflation and helping those with food insecurity.
The worst health outcome is hunger. What that means for individuals who have to drive miles away to get fresh produce and really what's available. So it's a bigger issue that we're seeing. It really is access.
The soft drink lobbying group American Beverage Association tells us, quote, restricting SNAP purchases or banning safe ingredients won't make anyone healthier. Rather, they're punitive policies that leverage fear-mongering and misinformation.
Well, this is going to ruffle some feathers. So Arkansas's request to ban candy and soda from the food stamp program was just approved. I've been seeing things about this all day and yesterday, and I've seen a lot of arguments from both sides. So what do you think?
Hey, Mama, what you had said, they had said about what's gonna happen in 2 months?
Donald Trump taking food stamps away, you can't use them to buy food no more.
What?
Yeah, that's what they say. And they say that you know that dude that made Teslas?
Yeah.
He said they was going back and forth. He said nobody can't buy no more Teslas, and he said Elon Musk said, and he said the fellas and stuff, whatever they called it.
Yeah.
Because he said how your thing with charges, the president with charges, and then Donald Trump said the people with fellas and stuff like that. They can still throw parties now.
Damn. crazy. Nobody can buy no more food over food stamps. That's crazy.
Arkansas is among the 6 states, including Utah, Indiana, Idaho, and Nebraska, implementing a similar ban under the federal Make America Healthy Again initiative, which is an initiative that was implemented by President Donald Trump recently. So, why the changes? Officials say this is a public health move. About 1/3 of Arkansanians have diabetes or pre-diabetes, and state health leaders argue or urge taxpayers' fund SNAP dollar shouldn't be used to subsidize food tied to obesity.
I am a single mom of 4 who are ages 21, 17, 12, and 11. I would like to tell you my story on how SNAP benefit has helped me. Sorry.
Go ahead. You're doing good.
When I had my oldest daughter 21 years ago, I was working 3 jobs. One job alone, I had to pay childcare. Another one to pay food, which wasn't enough, and one to pay the bills, and I still struggled a lot. Moving forward, I am now working a full-time job as a bus monitor, and I'm a driver who transports students to specialized schools in Kansas City. As an employee of the school district, I only get paid once a month. By the time I get my bills paid, I have nothing left to pay for food and other basic needs. If it wasn't for SNAP benefits, I wouldn't be able to feed my children or myself. I work, pay my bills, and like every other mom, I want to be sure that I have enough food to put on the table.
Y'all, President Trump said y'all EBT is going to be replaced with checks, meaning y'all will not get direct deposit on y'all EBT card no more. They're going to be mailing out checks, because y'all know that in September you will no longer be able to buy snacks or any type of sugar product like drinks, like Kool-Aids, juices, ice creams. You will no longer be able to buy anything that's not healthy with your EBT card. So Trump said he's going to send out checks for the same amount that your EBT card is. So if you get $500 in stamps, you're going to get a $500 check. And I really feel like that is a good thing. But then again, some people will not be buying groceries with their check. They're going to be using that money for other stuff and getting a little bit of groceries. So then again, these kids still going to be hungry. So how y'all feel about that? Do y'all want a check, or do y'all still want y'all EBT card to get that money every month? And I think we need to go on a protest about him taking away the snacks. Like, what?
Health disease and other hypertension, which I believe that what's the point of using government funding to spoil yourself on nice stuff? So what supporters say, they describe this as a common sense reform that redirects SNAP funds from junk food to more nutritious options. The measures won't reduce the total value of SNAP benefits, just restrict how they are spent, freeing up money to buy healthy items like fresh produce, and rotisserie chicken. What critics say, anti-hunger groups urges these restrictions unfairly stigmatized SNAP users, saying people on SNAP buy sugary items at similar rates to higher income individuals. They claim bans don't necessarily improve the dietary habits and undermining recipient autonomy.
The entitlement that these people who are living off of public benefits, and the audacity they have to sit there and think that we owe them something. Not only that, they think that nobody can tell them what to do with their food stamp. Just listen to one lady.
I buy food with my food stamps. I like to buy Pepsi because that's what I drink. Pepsi. I buy 2-liter Pepsi Pepsis every time I go to the market. And I like snacks. I like to snack. The kids like to snack. So who is you to tell us that we can't buy Pepsis and sodas with our snacks? We should be able to get what the hell we want to get with our food stamps. Now you want to cut everything and talking about we can just buy food. So we supposed to spend money to buy the sodas and the snacks just to have sodas and Kool-Aid and snacks and juices and stuff in the house for the adults and the children. When will this take effect? Because I better not get messed up for June. I need everything. I want to buy everything with my food stamps.
Food stamp is meant to be a lifeline, not a lifestyle. Now we got women like her with rotten teeth, with zero shame, demanding Pepsi and Kool-Aid on our taxpayer dime. Unbelievable. And let me just tell you, it infuriates me to hell that they get away with shit like this.
Food and Beverages Industry Group also cautioned that defining unhealthy is legally complex, plus such ban should set a slippery precedent. What's next? Arkansas will roll out a public comment period, and implementation is planned for July 1st, 2026, pending final USDA approval. So the bottom line, you're likely to see your SNAP EBT card stop working on candy, soda, diet drinks, and certain food beverages in Arkansas starting July 1st, 2026. The goal is to promote healthier eating and lower chronic disease rate. But the debate about it continues on whether this supports or undermine recipients' freedom and dignity.
Baby, when people be like, girl, how you get food stamps? I wish I get food stamps. You better start lying. That lady called me and said, ma'am, I said, yes, ma'am. She gonna say, what's your address? I said, ma'am, I don't have no address. I've been homeless for 3, 4, 5 months. I have nothing. My family won't let me stay with them, ma'am. I'm starving. While I'm kicked back in a 3-bedroom and everything, living lovely. Then she gonna say, ma'am, what's your job title? I say, ma'am, they won't hire me anywhere. I don't have no job. I've been putting application after application. It's just like nothing work. Yeah, the lady was on the phone. She said, ma'am, I'm so sorry for all of this that you're going through. She said, we just shipped your card out. You should have about $1,000 on your card from last month and this month, and your balance and your payment every month is gonna be $300. I was like, thank you so much, ma'am. Like, you just don't understand how hungry I've been. Let me tell y'all something. This was wrong with y'all. I know y'all mama ain't tell y'all. You don't gotta tell everybody the motherfucking truth.
This is one of the reasons why Trump is cracking down on social services, because there's so much rampant fraud. And now that we have social media, people are willing to tell on themselves, which the fraud is rampant regardless of whether it's people tell on themselves. But I think that it make it easier for people to find you. I think that we should have our social services and the people actually go through to figure out whether or not people are telling on themselves on social media. Similarly to how I would do it if I was hiring somebody, or how I hired people, I would always go and find their social media to see what they were really about, so you can understand what's really happening and what's on their mind. But I don't even know if men can get away with this. Could men get away with this? Can they lie like that? This is another reason why I don't believe all women by default. They keep trying to sell us on this narrative that we just need to believe people because they them. But people lie. People lie. And this is so bad because this is everybody's money. This is your money. This is my money. This is taxpayers' money. I also heard that this woman went down, or not even went down, that she owes over $35,000 after this video, which I'll deep dive into that in a minute. But just the whole idea that people can use people or take advantage of other people and taxpayers and not go out and really just fend for themselves or take care of their own business and be on top of things. I think that it's disrespectful, and it also takes away from the people that actually need it, because everybody is going to be scrutinized. You can't just have an honor system anymore. You can't just assume that people just need it. You got to go through the vetting process, and this is one of the reasons why you got to jump through hoops. I also seen videos of people getting mad that they have to jump through hoops in order to meet certain criteria and expectations, not just from social services, but also like homes and all of that stuff. In certain cities, they have a land bank where they allow for you to be able to purchase homes for basically next to nothing, with the agreement that you're going to live in it, that you're going to fix it up, that you're going to you know what I'm saying, meet certain expectations for a period of time. And there's so many people that's finessing, and then they'll come on.
To which I believe myself that these SNAP benefits or food stamps, as they were formerly called, should be used in a more like productive way, whereby it would use for normal grocery like chicken and rice, like food that you find that you need, rather than whereby you would use them to buy snacks and all these things, because it will motivate some people to go out and hustle and buy with their extra money food to candies and all of those other stuff. But these food stamps should be used on a healthy, in a more productive way, rather in a wasteful way. And I can say that some countries, where you can take even African countries, they don't have such benefits. So people who get these types of benefits can consider themselves being fortunate, seeing that the government is willing to subsidize such behaviors. But I heard that one person saying that women nowadays, not men, but women are the one who snitched on themselves because the use of social media, where women were bragging, or let's just say users were bragging that they are using their food stamps on Pepsi. There's this one woman who says that she'd rather use a SNAP benefit on Pepsi. So social media guys have done you wrong. But yeah, please comment on your thoughts on this. But despite that, guys, thank you for watching my channel. Please like and subscribe. Let's meet up to the next video, and peace out.